Good morning, everyone. Val here, and this morning's breakfast is 3 eggs over hard with cheese and my grapefruit, and I have some peach, turmeric, and ginger tea, and my vitamins and my water, and my book. I have a book for canning, and I am going to be canning a bushel of peaches today. If you watched my video yesterday, you saw me go on search of peaches, and we did find peaches. I found a bushel of peaches. So that's going to be my mission for today, so to speak, is to can. I'm hoping to get through the whole bushel. If not, I'll be doing some more tomorrow. But I'm going to try to get through the bushel of peaches today. So I'm going to look up canned peaches in my book and just find out. I'm not going to put a lot of sugar in them. I don't want a heavy syrup in them. I want it very light. If no sugar at all would be even better. But we'll see what the recipe in the book is. I've done peaches before. We did peaches last year, and we've done them in the past. But I did a really light sugar. I'm going to try to see if I can do them with no sugar. So we'll see how that turns out. But I want to look up the recipe again and see what it says in the book. And I'll show you as I'm going along what it's looking like, but I'm not going to do it as a, this is how you can video. But we'll just do it as this is how I'm doing so far video, because there's canning videos out there, and I have some canning videos on my channel, so I'm not going to go through the whole canning process. Well, I guess I'll show it to you step by step, but that's about it, like I have been doing with the beets and stuff. But that's my whole project for today. I allowed myself a little bit of sleep-in time this morning. I've been getting up at 6:30. I actually woke up at 6 o'clock today. I don't know why I'm waking up so early now, because I'm going to bed at the same time. I go to bed 11 or 11:30, sometimes 12 o'clock. But I got up at 6 and sat in my easy chair and just kind of laid back and laid there for probably till about 7:30. So about an hour and a half. And then got up and started looking at my phone and, some videos and stuff. But it's 8:30 now. I'm getting my breakfast. I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to get started with the peaches because I want to be able to hopefully have some time for sewing today. I've only got about a week left because I've got some days scheduled with stuff to do, but I've got to get ready to go to New York, and I want to have as many as possible bowl cozies done to take up to Jennifer, my niece, for her store so she can have them for the winter. My sister told me the other day, Jennifer's mom, Teresa, is my sister, and she goes to help out at the store when she can. It's a couple-hour drive for her, but when she can, she'll go down for a few days and help out if they're having inventories or whatever, getting the stock put up, or making sure the shelves are stocked nicely and everything's decorated nicely, and stuff like that. But she said, how many bowl cozies did you send up in July with Karen, our other sister? And she said, and I said 40, and she said, I said, what? And she's like, there's only like 7 left, and it's only been a month. And I'm thinking, wow. So I'm trying to get as many done as possible because they've got to make it through Christmas, and that's September, October, November, December. That's 4 months. So I mean, you're looking at maybe a couple hundred bowl cozies, and then it kind of dies down a little bit after Christmas. But right now, people are starting to buy for Christmas, for fall, and the stuff I sent up was spring and summer, and that's pretty much all gone. I do have some more spring and summer I can take up there, but I got a lot of Christmas done, and some fall, a lot of Christmas, because I know that's probably what people are going to want to be buying to give out as gifts. So we'll see how much she takes, and hopefully get her through Christmas, and I can work on getting my inventory up for my Christmas sales. I have a November sale that I do with the Belmont Women's Club, and then I have one in January with the radio station. So the Christian radio station that I volunteer with. So that's what I'm trying to do, and hopefully all my sales this time will go towards my missions trip to wherever we're going, either Peru or Colombia in the fall, and then my November and December will go towards my spring missions trip to probably Colombia. So that's what I'm looking at, trying to get straight. And then September, coming home in September, or the beginning of September when our vacation is over, and getting going on those socks and getting those out to the missions, the different shelters and stuff in the area, because I have those 3,000 socks from Bombas that I have to get through and bag and set up delivery dates with the shelters and get all that stuff taken care of. So I've got a very busy couple of months. I'm trying to get a few friends still up here before the summer is over to enjoy some boating time and some time on the lake. But it may happen, it may not happen. It is what it is, and hopefully we get a few more times to go out fishing before we have to put the boat away. We still have the whole month of September and probably part of October, so we should be good. I'm going to eat my breakfast. I'm going to read my book to see what I need to do with these peaches, and then we're going to get started doing these peaches. I have about 20 cups of water in this pan, and I tried to find a way to sweeten it without adding sugar. So I put a cup of maple syrup in there, and I've tasted it, and that's plenty sweet enough. It's calling for like a cup of Cara syrup to every 4 cups of water, or a cup of honey to every 4 cups of water, and that's just going to be way too sweet for us. So I have honey, but I had some maple syrup from New York, and I thought I would try that. Now it looks dark in here, but once you put it in the pints, it's not going to look that dark. But I'm going to try that. It's just a light sweetness to it, and I think that'll be fine. I've got it on a medium heat just to warm it up. I've got my lids prepared with my rings there. I'm going to just put those on a low heat, actually, and get them warmed up. I got my jars warming up in here. And I think I have everything ready for the canning process. I've got to put some water in this sink. I'm going to wash some peaches. Then I'm going to bring them over here and start cutting them into halves. And I'll probably cut them into smaller slices. That's my bushel of peaches. And peel them. Of course, I'm going to peel them. I'll put them in a bowl, and then we're going to start jarring them up. But I have everything over here is ready. I have some extra hot water in there just in case I need it. And I'm getting ready to wash my peaches. It says you can blanch them for about a minute, half a minute to a minute, to help the skins come off. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to hand peel them, and I think it'll be fine. I don't want them mushy at all. This, believe it or not, is only 12 peaches. I did the first 12 peaches that I washed. So I'm going to start putting these in jars to kind of clear this space. So I have my jars in this hot water here in the canner. And these are going to have to process for 30 minutes. So I'm just going to bring some jars over here onto my cloth. This is actually a drain cloth. Try to get all the liquid out of them. I'm just going to line up the jars here so I can fill them with the peaches. Hopefully, well, I don't know if I'll have enough for every jar, but I'll keep going if I don't. back up just a little bit, give myself some room. And what I'm going to do is I have my thing here to help put them in there, and I'm just going to drop, I cut the peaches like in quarters, and I'm just going to drop them in the jars. Get as many in there as possible. Oh yeah, this will be nice. This will maybe do 3 or 4 jars. I want to make sure I stay below this rim here. And then I'll fill it up with the liquid. I don't want to go up above the rim at all. So I have some that are cut a little bit smaller. I'm going to take my hot mixture and fill these up to right about the rim. I'm going to heat up my lids. Which they are kind of heated, so there we go. And let's see what I have here. And I'm just going to take this in here to try to get any bubbles out that might be in there. Make sure that all the peaches are underneath the water, but leave my head space there. And I'm going to wipe off the rim with a wet towel, and I'm going to put my lids on, my lid and my ring on there, and that'll be ready to can. So I'm going to continue this process with all of these jars, and we'll see how many we get. I filled all my jars, got all the air bubbles out. I'm going to just wipe off all the rims so I don't have any syrup on the rims, because that will cause the rims to stick on. The rings will get stuck on there. And it'd be hard to get them off when we want to open them. So I always make sure I clean the syrup off the rims of the jars. And then I'm going to just put my lids on and put them back in the canister and boil them for 30 minutes. All my peaches are covered nicely. Alright, this is a little less than 2 dozen. So I'm going to have quite a bit. I'm going to have at least maybe even triple this amount once I get done. Alright, let me get those on, and I will get these in the water boiling, and I'm going to go peel some more peaches. And it's working out nice not blanching them. I don't want them really soft. Some of them are a little bit soft, but blanching them would just make them worse, and I don't want them all mushy. So I think this is working out fine for me, doing it this way. Alright, just kind of finger tight on there. Get that one. I hope you got enough quarts. I've got a couple dozen quart jars left, so I should be good. All right, let me get these in the water, get them boiling, and keep on working. It's 11:30. I started at 9:30. I had everything set up and started peeling the peaches. I have the 7 quarts that I've processed for half an hour. I've got a bowl that's about ready to fill up some more quarts, and I still have half a bushel. So I'm going to finish what I have here, wash some more, keep on going. I have just taken those out of this canner. I'm going to leave this canner running because I'm getting ready to put more in there. These jars are sterilized, ready to go. The lids are sterilized, ready to go. And I still have some of the syrup to put in there. I might have to make some more syrup to finish this batch, but that'll be all right. I have some more maple syrup, so I'm going to use about 10 or 12 cups, what I used before. Almost 20 cups to a cup of maple syrup, and that's sweet enough for us. So let me keep on going. We'll see how many quarts I end up with. It is now 4:30. I started at 9:30 this morning. It's 4:30 this afternoon now. I have 27 quarts of peaches from that bushel. I'm done. I'm going to go sit down and do a little bit of sewing. Steve's on his way home. I am done for the day. I'm in the craft room. I have 2 of these bowl cozies that I finished up. I have 2 of these that I finished. And I have 2 of these. They have like a little flower print on them. They were stitched as much as those, you know, just kind of inside out. I have to stitch them around the edge and then flip them inside out and stitch them. So that's what I did after I finished with the canning today. I am done.
She's been a busy bee. Hey, is Steve home yet?
Steve,
what time's he expected? So I know what time to get out of here.
get out of here. Steve's home. All right, so that's going to be it for today. We're having leftovers for dinner because she ain't cooking.
Leftovers is good because we got some good leftovers.
Yeah, so give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not subscribed and you want to. Leave a comment below. And remember,
it's all about the adventure.
The adventure in peaches.
The adventure of Valerie.
Yeah, I don't want to see another peach for a year. All right, bye y'all.